guys. In this video, we're going to continue answering. I'm going to continue answering your questions from the homework. I stopped at number 5A, and now I will do number 8 on page 232. Number 8 says, determine the coordinates of all the points at which the tangent to the curve defined by y equal x squared e to the power of negative x the tangent is horizontal tangent. What is the question means? Any curve, I don't know how this will look like. Probably it will be something like, I don't know, maybe something like this. I have no idea, but this is not my concern. Any question, when they ask for horizontal tangent, that means this kind of tangents. So, what we know about horizontal lines, we know that horizontal lines has a slope equal 0. How that benefit us, or what does that mean to us as calculus student? That means that derivative equals 0. So we need to find the values of x where the derivative equals 0. So the first thing we do is we are going to find the derivative and make it equal 0 and solve for x. So I'm going to find the derivative of this, which is y prime equal, this is a product, so I have to use product rule. I have to use product rule, which is the first times derivative of the second. Derivative of e to the power of negative x is e to the power of negative x times the derivative of negative x, which is negative 1, plus the second. The second is e to the power of negative x times the derivative of the first, which is 2x. We need to solve this equation for 0, so I will write 0, and I will write this in a better way. Negative x squared e to the power of negative x plus 2x e to the power of negative x. How can we solve this equation? As I told you, always think when you feel like it's overwhelming or it's confusing or you don't know what to do, think if you can factor, because factoring can solve a lot of issue and simplify a lot of things. So I will factor, and it's very clear that there are some common factors here. So if we factor negative x out, x squared and 2x, that x is common, e to the power of negative x is common, that will leave inside negative divided by negative is positive, so positive x squared divided by x is x. This e to the power of x divided by itself is 1. 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. X is taken out, so 1, and that's it. So now we have two things multiply, and the result is 0. So we need to split those and solve and find what makes each one of those 0. From here, it's very clear that e to the power of negative x will never be 0. So if x is 0, this will be 0. So the first thing is x equals 0. The second thing, the value here that makes this 0 is 2. That means if we draw the curve that represents this function, when x equals 0 and when x equals 2, if we draw a tangent line, the tangent will be horizontal like this, a line with the slope that equals 0. Alright, so this is question, page 232, number 8. Okay, I want to do there is another two questions from page 240. I'm going to do them now. page 240, number 2D. 2D, page 240. Yeah. 2D, it says f of x equal the square root of 3 to the power of x divided by x squared. So we need to find the derivative of this function. The first thing, I cannot find the derivative when I have this square root sign. So I will switch from square root to exponential form. Like, you know that square root of x is the same thing as x to the power of 1/2. Right? So square root of 3 to the power of x is 3 to the power of x over 2 divided by x squared. This is the function that we are going to find the derivative in a way that we can find the derivative of it. It is now, I want to find the derivative of this. The derivative of f of x, we need to keep communicating math the right way. So when the function is given as f of x, the derivative is f prime of x, not y prime, not dy by dx. I'm going to use, I can send this up there and make it x to the power of -2 and use product rule, or I can use quotient rule. Both of them will work. I will use quotient rule. So x to the power of 4 low d high. The derivative of 3 to the power of x over 2 is 3 to the power of x over 2 ln the base. Find the derivative of x over 2. X over 2 is the same thing as 1/2 x, which is 1/2. Right? Minus high d low. The derivative of x squared is 2x. Again, I like to write things in ways that is appealing to me for some reason. So 1/2 ln 3. We can write 3 to the power of x over 2 times x squared. It doesn't matter. Those are multiplied together, so it doesn't matter which one to write. Minus 2x times 3 to the power of x over 2. Yeah, we can write it this way too. Over x to the power of 4. Again, if I want to simplify this, and it's always a good practice, is I will factor out the common factors. So the common factors here are x and 3 to the power of x over 2. So 3 to the power of x over 2 times x. This is common. What will be left inside is 1/2 ln 3 x minus 2 over x to the power of 4. Yes, now I can simplify. I can cancel out the x and the 4, and that will leave 3. So the final thing is 3 to the power of x over 2 1/2 ln 3 times x minus 2, everything divided by x to the power of 3. This is the answer. Okay, I have 9 minutes, so we can do another question. Yeah, number 5. Okay, so this is question, this is 2D, number 2D. I will do number 5. Oh yeah. Y equals 10 to the power of x, and we need to find the equation of the tangent at 1 or 2. Equation of tangent. Those are classic questions. Okay. So 1 and 10. So in order to find the equation of any line, we need a point on the line. So this is the point given. Point the slope, which is y prime at the tangent point, so at x equal 1. So all I need to do is to find the derivative, or dy by dx or y prime, it doesn't make a difference. So y prime equal, the derivative of 10 to the power of x is 10 to the power of x ln 10. Now all I need to do is I need y prime at x equal 1. So that will be 10 to the power of 1 ln 10, which is 10 ln 10. It looks beautiful. 10 ln 10. Wow. Now we can write the equation of the tangent. So y minus y1, which is y of the point, equal m, which is this. 10 ln 10 x minus 1. This is the equation of the tangent line at this point, 1 and 10. This is in a point slope form. If you want to write it in the form of y equal mx plus b, send the 10 over to the other side and you're done. Okay, thank you so much for this. Is what I want you to watch this weekend till I see you Monday.